Hello students, today we are going to start on chapter number 12, Heron's formula for class 9th. So let's start this. Now here triangles, different triangles are shown: isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle and scalene triangle. Basically the triangles are in these three categories: isosceles, equilateral and scalene triangle. Now one type of the triangle is right angle triangle. So if you ask to what is the formula for the area of the triangle, so you will give the answer: area of the triangle is half into base into height. Now let us consider quadrilaterals. Now here the types of quadrilaterals are shown in this figure, and if you are asked to find the area of the square, so you will write the area of square is side into side. And if it is asking what is the area of the rectangle, so you will write area of rectangle is length into breadth. So that meaning in all the quadrilateral family, in all varieties, we have the different formulas for finding their areas, whereas in the triangle we have the one formula: area of triangle is half into base into height. Now let us consider the formula is area of triangle is half into base into height. If you ask to find the area of this triangular shaped field, and it is given that the three sides of this field, this triangular field, are 1 kilometer, 3 kilometer and 2 kilometer. Now in this case, are you able to find the area if the height of the triangle is not given? If the sides of the triangles are given, so it is easy to find the perimeter, but it is difficult to find the area when the height is unknown. So the question, how to find the area? So are you able to find the area? No. So let us talk about the area of the triangle when the three sides are given but height of the triangle is not given. So how we can apply the formula area of triangle is half into base into height in this case? So let's go back in the 10th AD. A great applied mathematician Heron was also interested to figure out the areas of such types of figures. And what he did that he wrote the height of the triangle in terms of all its three sides. So the formula given by the great mathematician Heron, it is known as Heron's formula, and it is also known as Hero's formula, is named after Hero of Alexandria, a mathematician and engineer in 10th AD. Heron's formula gives the area of the triangle by using the three of its sides. So let's look how the formula is derived. So in this right angle triangle, if PQR is a right angle triangle, AB and C are the sides of the triangle, and if we draw the perpendicular PS to the side QR, and we assume that QS, that is equals to Y unit, and then SR becomes C minus Y as QR side is of C unit. So in terms of this, we can write the Pythagoras property as in the triangle PSQ, that is A square is H square plus Y square. Similarly in the next right angle triangle PSR, we can write B square is equals to H square plus C minus Y whole square. Now subtracting these two equations, when we subtract this equation, we get A square minus B square is equals to minus C square plus 2CY. Now by finding the value of Y in this equation, we get A square minus B square plus C square upon 2C is the value of Y. Now as the equation A says, A square is H square plus Y square, so put the value of H is under root a square minus y square. Now by putting the value of a, we get value of height of this triangle is square root of a square minus b square plus c square upon 2c whole square. Now, as this is the height of the triangle, so by area of triangle formula, we can write it as half into base into height. Now put the value of height in this. So half into base, height is under root a square minus b square plus c square upon 2c whole square. Now base in the given figure, base was c unit. So put the value of c. So it will become c by 2. Now taking the LCM in the quantity which is inside of the under root, so we get 4a square c square minus a square minus b square plus c square whole square upon 4c square. Now here this 4a square c square we can write as 2ac whole square. Now here in this step we are getting the identity a square minus b square. So it can be written as a minus b and a plus b. So by writing this, we get c by 2 is equals to under root 2ac minus a square plus b square minus 2c square, and in the second bracket we get 2ac plus a square minus b square plus c square upon whole upon 4c square. Then after we get c is equals to this, again this 2ac minus a square minus c square, when we combine we get b square. This is the identity a square minus b square, a minus a square minus c square and plus 2ac. When we arrange these three terms, we get the identity a minus c whole square. So all the first, second and this fourth term, when we arrange, we get a minus c whole square identity. So b square minus a minus c whole square. Similarly in the second bracket 2ac. Now here it is a square and it is c square. So we get the identity a square plus c square plus 2ac becomes a plus c whole square. So it is a plus c whole square minus b square. Again a square minus b square becomes a minus b in one bracket and second bracket a plus b. Now in place of a it is b and in place of b it is a minus c. So by opening the identity a minus b, a square minus b square, we get b minus a minus c, b plus a plus c, a plus c minus b. So after solving this, we get this step and opening the bracket and multiply the minus sign inside of the bracket, then we get b minus a plus c. Second bracket b plus a minus c, again a plus c minus b, and similarly a plus b plus c. Now here in these four terms which are multiplying here, if we want to write a plus b plus c, so in this first bracket if we want to write a plus b plus c, so plus a is not there, so we have to include plus a. So for including plus a, this plus a when we include, so we have to subtract a also. So plus a minus a we have to write in the first bracket. Similarly in the second bracket b plus a minus c is there, so if you want to write b plus a plus c, so it is minus c. So plus c and minus c we have to write here, plus c and minus c, then minus c. Similarly in the third bracket it is a plus c minus b, so here we have to write plus b and minus b. So it is plus b and minus b, and a plus b plus c becomes the perimeter, so it is denoted by p. Now here we get a plus b plus c, that is equals to p, and minus a becomes minus 2a. Similarly a plus b plus c, it is perimeter, and minus c is minus 2c. Again a plus b plus c, that is p, and minus 2b into p upon 4c square with multiplication c upon 2. Now this square root of, and inside of the square root there is denominator quantity 4c square. 4c square, when it comes out from the square root sign, it will become 2c. So this c and c will cancel out. We get 1 upon 4. So inside of the bracket, inside of the square root sign, we get the quantity p minus 2a into p minus 2c into p minus 2b into p. After this, p minus 2a, p minus 2c, p minus 2b into p, and this is multiplied by 1 by 4. Now this 1 by 4, if we want to write inside of the square root sign, so how it can be written as 4 into 4. So 4 into 4, it is divisible. It can be write as in the place of denominator. So upon 16 we have to write. Now this 16 we have to write as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 4 times. So 16 can be further factorized as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Now as we know that perimeter is a plus b plus c, so semi-perimeter becomes s is equals to p by 2. Now when we write p minus 2a upon 1 2, this 1 2 we can write with this divided by 2. P minus 2c, again this second 2 divided by 2. This one here p minus 2c upon 2. So there are inside of the bracket 4 quantities. So we can write 4 2's with 1 1 denominator place. So after solving this, we get area of triangle is square root of p by 2, that becomes s. So it is s. P minus 2a upon 2 becomes s minus a. P minus 2c, it becomes s minus c, and p minus 2b becomes s minus b when we further solve it. So we get the area of the triangle, that is under root s minus a, s minus b into s minus c. It is also known as the Heron's formula, the name given after the great mathematician Heron's, who generated this formula. So here, by using s, that is a plus b plus c upon 2, s is known as here semi-perimeter, and then area of the triangle becomes under root s minus a, s minus b into s minus c. So we get the area of the triangle when 3 of its sides are given. So only we have to remember that Heron's formula is square root of s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, where s is the semi-perimeter, that is equals to a plus b plus c upon 2, and a, b, c are respectively the sides of the triangle. So on the basis of this formula, we can find out the area of the triangles.